Well, hello, beautiful souls. Landria here. And oh my goodness, do I have something incredible to share with you today? Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet. You know, I'm really loving Edgar Cayce, one of the most accurate psychics in modern history. Made some absolutely jaw-dropping predictions about December of 2025. And guess what? We're standing right here, right now, at the threshold of everything that he saw coming. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Oh no, here comes some another scary prophecy video about doom and gloom. But stop right there. That's not what this is about. Because here's what most people completely miss about Edgar Cayce's predictions. He didn't predict doom, he predicted transformation. He predicted awakening. He predicted humanity stepping into a whole new level of consciousness and spiritual power. And December 2025, that month is the kickoff. This is where everything we've been feeling, everything we've been preparing for, all those energy shifts and downloads and synchronicities, it all comes together and starts to expand outward into what we have been looking forward to. A new awakening, a golden era. It all makes sense. It all clicks into place. Let's talk about that right now. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears and live an amazing life. We're eventually, I know this sounds really insane to say this, but we're eventually no longer going to believe fear. It exists, but we're no longer going to believe it. We're going to go into a space where it just doesn't serve us anymore. And we realize all it's ever done for us is hold us back, limit us. Those of you who are taking my Mind Over Money, the Abundance Accelerator course, you know that the whole course is how to break through the limiting thoughts that hold you in that pattern of lack. You can get that free quiz down in the description. Find out what archetype you are. Are you living in fear? We are ready to go into transformation, and fear will hold you back. So in this video, I'm breaking down the 5 most jaw-dropping predictions Edgar Cayce made about December of 2025. And more importantly, because I'm all about practical spiritual guidance, I'm going to show you exactly what this means for your life and how you can use this incredible energy to step into your highest timeline. So I hope you will subscribe and share my videos of empowerment. Yes, I'm here to tell you that you hold that power and that going into this new era, look forward to things that you never imagined possible for yourself. Yes, we're going to create manifestations. We're doing it right now that are so beyond human comprehension as we've known it. We're going to step into spaces where thoughts will manifest immediately, but not from fear, but from joy, compassion, and creating a new world. Because here's the truth, and I really want you to hear this. You get to choose how you experience what's coming. You get to choose whether you meet this moment with fear or with empowerment. And I'm here to help you choose empowerment every single time. I'm not here to give you some prediction so that you can sit back and say, oh, that's what's going to happen. I'm here to help you create it, because that's how it works, and that's just science. So now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Landria, and I help spiritually awakened souls like you navigate energy shifts, understand world events from a higher perspective, and create the life you truly meant to live. You are meant to live abundantly, healthy, joyful. It's here for you. Everything else is an experience, and we must embrace that and know that those are the teachings that allow us to actually truly know love and health and joy, right? Without the contrast, we don't appreciate it. So if that resonates with you, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, because we're going to go deep today. And listen, if you want my free spiritual guidance resources to help you navigate these December energy shifts, the link is right there in the description below. It's called Free Inspiration. The Mind Over Money is a free quiz and also a free masterclass. And of course, those of you who want to create purpose-driven businesses online, Digital Explorers also has a free masterclass to talk about how that works, I want to help you in every area of your life. I truly mean that. Empowerment. So grab it. You're going to want these tools for what's coming. So, all right, let's dive into what Edgar Cayce saw for December 2025. Prediction number one is going to blow your mind. Number one, the spiritual awakening threshold. All right, you ready for this? December 2025 marks a massive spiritual awakening threshold for all of humanity. This is global. Now, Edgar Cayce talked extensively about this in his readings on what he called the new age, the shift in consciousness that would happen as we move deeper into the 21st century. And he was very specific about this. He said there would come a time when the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world would become so thin that people who had never considered themselves spiritual, people who thought all this stuff was nonsense, would suddenly start having experiences they couldn't explain or deny. I told you about stuff disappearing and reappearing and all the crazy stuff that's going on right now. It's happening again. So this is reinforcing exactly what he's saying. He foresaw a time when the veil between physical and spiritual would be so thin, even most skeptical people would experience things they couldn't explain. All right? Most skeptical. What is this? Okay, nobody's here with me playing a joke. Something disappears, reappears. I say something, it appears. That was happening. Watch my videos. That's been happening a lot lately. Sound familiar? So suddenly, friends and family who once rolled their eyes at woo-woo are asking about meditation, dreams, and intuition. So what is that thing you're doing? And maybe I'm going to look a little bit into this. You've got a book I can read? Yeah, give him this one. Spiritual Butt Kick, Breakthrough Fear. It's the only spiritual book you'll ever have to read again. It explains everything and what's happening right now, and that you no longer need to ask questions. Just experience it. Have faith. Go into it. This is the 100th monkey effect. It's a tipping point where enough people wake up that awakening spreads like wildfire. You know what's a catalyst for this? You may see this going on in the world, especially here in the United States, that seems just out of this world. That's what's pushing us to this. It's a catalyst in a most positive way. Without it, we would just walk around and make money, not real happy, save for the vacation. Yeah, retire with our gold watch. Do they even do that anymore? 30 years and say, what was my life about? But this is making us really think about how our world operates. And now you and I are saying, we won't take it, but we're not going to oppose it. We're going to create something new. And we're going to go into these powers that are showing up now. Why? Because we're leaving the fear behind. We're breaking through it. What does this mean for you? Your intuition will be on fire. On fire. Focus here. When we meditate, imagine focusing right here, third eye. You're going to see things that are so beautiful. Expect more synchronicities, prophetic dreams, and downloads, spiritual gifts, healing, channeling. I'm not real big on channeling, you guys know. I call it downloads. Channeling. I'm not very trusting about a voice coming through or somebody says that they're channeling some bigger entity. Be careful with that. But downloads, if you're still here and you're still aware, yeah, you can be discerning about what that information is. Creativity, big time, will activate or level up. So you'll feel called to step into your purpose, share your light, and help others awaken. Help, not tell them what to do, not judge them. Oh, they're not awakened. And I just did a video on this. That's that superiority thing of awakening. It's the dark side of awakening that we have to be aware of. But here's the key. This isn't automatic. It's a choice point. Everything is. Nothing just happens. It becomes available to you. Just say yes to your awakening. Keep doing your inner work and you'll ride this wave with grace and power. And guess what? We're already seeing this happen. How many of you have noticed that people in your life who used to think you were absolutely crazy for talking about energy and manifestation and consciousness are now coming to you asking questions? Are you getting that? Yeah, and you're not forcing it on them. You're just sort of being that light. And they're saying, what are you doing? You look great. You're healthy, right? I hear this from my community all the time. Your skeptical family members are suddenly asking about meditation. Where you're arguing with them, they go, see, this is an enlightened person. All they do is just argue their point. But when you walk in peace and light, they're saying, well, what? Nothing phases them. What is that? What are you doing? Your skeptical family members are suddenly asking about meditation. Your corporate friends are talking about synchronicities. Your neighbor who never believed in anything is having prophetic dreams. I remember my aunt was going in for an operation to get a pig valve put in her heart. I didn't know if she was going to make it or not. And the night before the operation, she dreamt that she saw my grandmother, her mother, in a garden, and it was beautiful. And she walked up and said, Mom. And my grandma turned around and said, What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Go back. Everything's going to be okay. And it was. She had the operation. My aunt told me this, which is not like her to talk about things like that. And she said she was okay and relaxed because my grandmother told her everything's going to be okay. Wasn't that amazing? And it was real, and my aunt knew it was real. So people that normally wouldn't talk about it are going to start to share these experiences because they're too profound to keep to themselves, and they'll realize you're going to be okay with hearing them. Yes, I have those all the time. And here's what it might mean. This is exactly what Cayce predicted. He said that as we approached this awakening threshold, spiritual abilities that were once rare and special would become common. Psychic abilities would increase across the board. Everybody, awakened or not, it's going to be there for you. You can ignore it or you can use it. Intuition would sharpen dramatically. People would start remembering their dreams vividly. Oh my gosh, I love going to sleep. I have the most amazing dreams, experiencing wild synchronicities and feeling energy in ways they never had before. But here's the key part that Cayce really emphasized, and this is so important. This awakening threshold isn't automatic. It's not something that just happens to you. It's a choice point. So if you are guarded and in fear, if you think this is evil or you're believing some limitations, it will not visit you. It's not going to impose on anything. It's not something that just takes over you. It's there. It's like a doorway. You're here. There's the door. You just open it up. It's up to you. So December 2025 is when humanity collectively reaches a frequency where we can awaken, where the door is wide open, but each individual person still has to choose to walk through that door. You still have to say yes to your own awakening. This is the journey. This is nobody can do it for us. We still individually have to say yes, make the efforts, drop the judgments, stop separating ourselves, stop taking sides. But my side's right, Landria. We're awakened spiritual people. It's a side. That's not spirituality. That's ego. You still have to do the inner work. You still have to consciously raise your vibration. So this is where you come in. Because if you're watching this video right now, and I don't believe in coincidences, you're already part of the wave of souls who are choosing to awaken. You're already saying yes to your spiritual growth. You're already raising your frequency. You're already doing the work. So, what does this awakening threshold mean for you specifically in December 2025? Let me break it down in three practical things you're going to experience. All right, you ready for this? First, your intuition is going to get significantly stronger. Significantly. Okay, you're just going to know things, and it's going to freak you out a little bit. I told you about the dream. Where's my glasses? They're missing for a week. I didn't actually misplace them. They got trapped someplace. So I didn't know in advance. I went in, decided I was going to find out where they were. I dreamt. In theta state, I was able to see my glasses next to my hand weights. Those were under my bed. I had already looked there. I got up in the morning and they were right there. My glasses were sitting right there. Is that what? It's not just intuition. It's the information available to all of us, and you can access it. But if I was afraid and said, this is freaky, say, no, I have that information. So do you. You're going to start knowing things before they happen. You're just going to know stuff. I told you something really huge is coming 2026. And all I know is it's on a higher level. That could be governments, it could be, our planetary neighbors, it could be anything. But I know it's on a higher level. You'll think of someone and they'll text you. You'll have a feeling about something and it'll turn out to be exactly right. You're going to feel energy more clearly, walking into rooms and instantly knowing the vibe, sensing what people are feeling even when they're hiding it. So, second, your spiritual gifts are going to activate or amplify in a major way. If you've been working on developing your abilities, whether that's channeling, energy healing, mediumship, clairvoyance, whatever your gifts are, December is when you're going to feel a surge in your capacity. Things that felt difficult before will suddenly feel natural. Downloads will come faster. Your connection to your guides will strengthen, right? And this is for everyone. You can take it or leave it. So, third, you're going to feel an undeniable pull to step into your purpose in a bigger way because you came here for a specific reason. We all have a mission. It's going to say to you, okay, here you go. And it's going to be there, but you still have to make the choice. It will never force you to do anything because you and it are one, and this is your journey. You're going to be nudged to share your gifts, to teach what you know, to be a light for others who are just beginning their awakening journey. All right, so now I want you to understand something really important about this awakening threshold that Cayce predicted. It's not just about you becoming more spiritual or more psychic. It's about you becoming a beacon for others who are ready to awaken. And when you shine it, others will follow it. It's that simple. That's how we change the world. So, because as more and more people cross this threshold, we create what Cayce called critical mass, where a shift in consciousness reaches a tipping point and suddenly everyone starts waking up. It's like the 100th monkey effect. So, your job in December 2025, your sacred assignment is to hold your light steady. Keep doing your inner work. Keep raising your vibration. Keep choosing love over fear. Fear's a story. You can change the story. Come to one of my classes. I'll show you how to change the story. Because when you go into that space, everything beautiful shows up for you. And then you can spread it to others, right? Got to take care of this first. So, because every time you choose awakening, you make it easier for someone else to choose it too. That's prediction number one, the spiritual awakening threshold. Are you ready for prediction number two? Because this one is about the physical changes happening on our planet. All right, you ready? Edgar Cayce predicted that December 2025 would mark the beginning of significant Earth changes and geographic shifts. He spoke of Earth changes like pole shifts, that's already happening, increased volcanic activity, especially in the Mediterranean, Iceland, and Western US, and dramatic weather events. We've already seen unusual storms, shifting magnetic fields, and rising sea levels, okay? So now, before anybody panics, let me frame this as the way Cayce actually framed it, because this is where most people get it wrong. He did not predict catastrophic destruction. What he predicted was transformation of the earth herself. He said that as humanity's consciousness shifts, the planet energy shifts too. So we are very much responsible for these things we're seeing going on. This isn't doom. This is the earth releasing pressure, releasing old energy, making space for new energy. Second, shifts in ocean currents, particularly the Gulf Stream. Cayce said these shifts would affect weather patterns and temperatures in ways that would seem unusual or unexpected. Again, we're seeing this. Climate patterns are changing, and it's not just about human activity. It's also about the Earth's natural cycles of transformation. It's like we age. Things happen to us naturally. We're like, oh, you're changing. You're getting wrinkles and saggy necks, and not fun, right? But what is that? It's just a natural progression, and we deny this. But we're here with her, going through this with her. It's not personal, right? Gradual changes. Third, gradual changes coastline due to sea level shifts. He was very clear that these changes would happen over time, not overnight. So don't freak out. It's not like, oh my God, now we all have to leave. He wasn't predicting sudden catastrophic flooding. He was predicting gradual transformation that would require humanity to adapt and relocate certain coastal populations. But here's what's so important to understand about these earth changes. And this is where Cayce's spiritual wisdom really shines through. He said that the severity and speed of these changes would be directly influenced by humanity's consciousness. All right. I said it. The more we awaken, the more we raise our vibration, the more we choose love or fear, the more gentle and gradual these transitions become. 2025, zero hurricanes here. And last year we got devastated more than once. All right. In other words, you have a say in this. Your consciousness matters, right? So we keep talking about these things. They're separate. They're just going to happen. They're not. Everything's connected. And we participate in that. Every time you choose to stay in your heart instead of your fear, you're literally helping the earth transition more smoothly. And Cayce also predicted something really beautiful about these earth changes. He said they would force humanity to come together. Geographic challenges would break down the barriers between nations, races, and religions because we'll have to cooperate to survive and thrive. It actually is working in a positive way. We're saying this is horrible. No, it's forcing us to become loving communities and saying, who cares about what car you drive? I have neighbors that need food and I have extra food. What do you need? And this is beautiful. And the energy and the frequency goes up because it feels good for me. It feels good for them. They say, wow, thank you. People do care. And they know they are loved instead of struggling on their own. So what does this mean for you practically in December 2025? First, stay informed, but not fearful. Go take one of my courses. I help you get past it. Mind over money, the abundance accelerator. It's not just money, it's everything. Go out of fear. All of a sudden, you're in the frequency of abundance. So what do you get? Abundance. You're in the basement? Yeah. What do you get? Everybody's in survival mode. You go in the penthouse, everything you ever imagined is there. So you're not in fear. So yes, be aware of Earth's changes happening in your region. Yes, have practical preparations in place. Okay, it's not going to go away, but don't live in fear. Fear actually lowers the collective vibration and makes transitions harder. So second, connect with the earth energetically, spend time in nature, ground yourself, go walk in the grass like I do. Send love and healing energy to the plant. Remember, you're not separate from her, you're part of her consciousness. And third, trust your intuition about where you need to be. If you feel called to move, listen to that. I'm being told, stay here. You're fine. You're going to be okay. All right. And if there comes a day that changes, then I'll pay attention to that message. All right. If you feel called to stay where you are, trust that your higher self knows exactly where you need to be for your highest good. Cayce saw December 2025 as a collective choice point. Humanity faces a decision. It's the month where old systems, political, social, economic, may feel especially unstable, but instability is a sign that new higher frequency systems are ready to emerge. So here's your empowerment. Choose love over fear in your daily actions. Be the calm in the storm. Don't get all your panties in a bunch. Be the calming point during arguments. Focus on solutions, not problems. Okay, we have this, so let's quit blaming the government. What do we do to feed the people? And we're doing it. How can you bring healing or hope to your circle? Remember, your consciousness influences the collective. You're very important. Every act of kindness, every intention for peace multiplies. We're not powerless. We're co-creators in this shift. So energy activation and spiritual gifts. Cayce, prediction number 4. He predicted a surge in energy activations. December's cosmic alignments and earth changes will switch on dormant spiritual gifts for many. Spontaneous healing abilities, heightened empathy or telepathy. We're hearing a lot about that. Sudden creative bursts, new interests, a calling to serve. I'm helping digital explorers. We're creating purpose-driven businesses. We're being smart business people, but we're doing with purpose. And that's changing our business world. A sense of being rewired, energetically, tingling, vibrations, lightness. How to harness this? Meditate daily, even for 5 minutes. Focus right here. Ask, what gifts are activating in me now? What gifts? I receive them. Thank you. Journal your dreams and synchronicities. Messages are coming through. Connect with like-minded souls. Share your experiences. You'll find you're not alone. And this is your invitation to step into your power. Here's Cayce's 5th jaw-dropping prediction for December 2025. The rise of heart-centered leadership across the globe. You're probably thinking, no way. Who's this? Because it sure doesn't seem to exist right now. Now, this one is so exciting because it's about you. It's about extraordinary people stepping into extraordinary roles as leaders, teachers, and way showers. Cayce predicted that as the old power structures begin to crumble, and we're seeing this everywhere right now, people are saying, this isn't cool. A new kind of leader would emerge. Not leaders who rule through force, fear, or control, but leaders who lead through love, compassion, and authenticity, taking care of the whole. Because if we're not all taken care of, the family breaks apart. He said these leaders wouldn't necessarily be politicians or celebrities. They'd be everyday people, parents, teachers, healers, creators, community organizers who simply decided to step up and say, I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. I'm here to hold space for something better. And here's what makes December 2025 so special. This is when the call goes out. This is when the universe taps you on the shoulder and says, it's your time. Your people are waiting. Your gifts are needed. Step forward. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Landria, I'm not a leader. I don't have a huge platform. Who am I to step up? Stop right there. Cayce was crystal clear about this. Heart-centered leadership isn't about how many followers you have or how famous you are. It's about your willingness to show up authentically, share your truth, and be a light for others, even if it's one person. You lead by being the change you want to see. You lead by choosing love when others choose fear or attack you. Can you still be in love? That's your test. Has somebody done something horrible? Can you forgive? That's your test. But they murdered somebody. Up, Christ forgave. What? We're over that. We're above that. No, I don't think you. You lead by staying grounded when chaos swirls around you. That's your test. This is going to be a test. Things are going bad. No, things are actually great. This is the test. You lead by sharing your spiritual gifts, even if it's just with your family or friends or your small community. I accept abundance and greatness because it exists for everyone. It's just a choice. So what does this heart-centered leadership look like practically in December 2025? First, you're going to feel a strong pull to speak your truth more boldly. Things you used to keep quiet about, your spiritual beliefs, your intuitive insights, your vision for a better world, you're going to feel called to share them. And yes, it might feel scary at first, but trust me, your people need to hear your voice. Second, you're going to be presented with opportunities to step up in your community. Maybe it's organizing a meditation group. Maybe it's starting that YouTube channel you've been thinking about. Maybe it's come on, I'll teach you how to do that. Maybe it's simply being the person who stays calm and offers guidance when everyone else is panicking. Whatever form it takes, you'll know when the opportunity arrives. So third, you're going to attract your tribe. All right? The people who resonate with your energy, who need exactly what you have to offer, they're going to start showing up in your life. Cayce said that as heart-centered leaders arise, they magnetically draw their soul family together. So don't be surprised if December brings some beautiful new connections. So, but here's the most important thing Cayce said about this rise of heart-centered leadership, and I want you to really take this in. He said that the future of humanity, whether we transition smoothly into this new age or struggle through it, that's a choice, depends entirely on whether enough people are willing to step into this leadership role. You matter. Your willingness to lead from your heart, to share your gifts, to be a beacon of light, it literally shapes the collective future. You're not just working on your own spiritual growth, you're helping to birth a new world. So my question for you is, are you ready to answer the call? Are you ready to step into your role as a heart-centered leader, even if it's in a small way at first, right? Because December 2025 is your invitation. The universe is saying, we need you. Your gifts matter. Your voice matters. Your light matters. Step forward. And I'm here to tell you, you are so ready for this. Everything you've been through, everything you've learned, every challenge you've overcome, it's all been preparing you for this exact moment. You ready? All right, beautiful souls. Those are Edgar Cayce's 5 jaw-dropping predictions for December 2025. So let's recap. Spiritual awakening threshold. Your intuition and gifts are leveling up. Earth changes, the planet is transforming, and we're transforming with her. The consciousness choice point. Choose love over fear, unity over division. That's critical. 4, energy activations. Your spiritual gifts are switching on in powerful ways. Whoa, I love that one. 5, heart-centered leadership. You're being called to step up and shine your light. Now, here's what I want you to do right now. Drop a comment below and let me know which one of these 5 predictions resonates with you more. Second, if this video helped you understand what's coming and how to navigate it with empowerment instead of fear, give it a thumbs up, and share it with someone who needs this message. Let's spread the light. And third, make sure you grab my free spiritual guidance resources in the description below. I've got tools, I've got meditations, insights specifically designed to help you navigate December energy shifts with power. Money and abundance. Are you holding back? Take the free quiz and the master class. Are you looking to break through the fear? Go get free inspiration. Are you looking to create money, income through a purposeful way? Something that's great for other people, yourself, something you've wanted to do. You want to translate that into income so you can actually live that way? That's Digital Explorers. Check them all out. And listen, if you want to go even deeper into what's coming in 2025, make sure you're subscribed with notifications because I've got more predictions, energy updates, and practical guidance coming your way. So remember, December, just another gateway, another one, not the big one. There are going to be many we experience. It's not something to fear, it's something to embrace. I cannot wait. And so when you see things starting to collapse, know that it's pushing us into a choice point where we're going to say, yes, we all hold the power here and it's beautiful. What are we doing? What have we been doing this whole time? You were born for this moment. You chose to be here during this incredible time of transformation. And you have everything you need inside you to not just survive what's coming, but to thrive and help others too. So hold your light steady. Trust your intuition and know you're exactly where you're meant to be. I'll see you in the next video, beautiful souls. Until then, keep smiling and shining because you're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my beautiful light being. Namaste.